Hello, Zero here, and welcome to the final episode of my chill, medium difficulty XCOM Apocalypse run. So, for this last episode, I'll just run the game from DOS box staging.
Sicherheitstruppe. Nein, wir beginnen gerade eine Sicherheitsaktualisierung. Er wird Sie später anrufen. Auf Wiedersehen.
Commencing security sweep 121 at 1500 hours. Zone A, sectors 1 through 6.
TV confirmed online for all cameras.
Punch it in.
Sector 1.
Sektor 1.
Status normal.
Status normal.
Steady traffic.
Sector 2.
Sektor 2.
Status normal.
Status
Stop.
normal.
Zoom in. No. Camera 4. Camera 4. Pan left. Left. Close in. There. Acquire status.
Unknown, sir.
Zoom in.
Increasing resolution.
Stand by. We have a problem.
Cut that chatter. Give me more audio. Track it. It's heading for Sector 5. Alert all sectors. Scramble XCOM crash.
It's moving our way.
Feed in all cameras. Come on.
Security. Emergency. Stand by all combat units. I repeat, this is not a drill. Emergency. Stand by all combat units.
And that's the intro. Now we begin our final episode. Right, for the final episode, we are just going to run through the final buildings. We've already equipped our agents. I could add some more stuff just to make things fun. Also, I forgot to add Marcel Dreyfus. Right, we've got our anti-alien gas grenade. I think we should buy a couple more of these, but it might be overkill. The only problem with mini launcher anti-alien gas missiles are, while it's guided like the entropy missiles, entropy launcher it's only 40 power. Compare that to a normal alien gas grenade, which is 80, or what we have with the rocket launcher is full 90. We'll see if what we have is enough. Anyway, well, let's just go straight at it. Yeah. I think more alien gas grenades is fine. Heavy launcher. I could go for heavy launcher missiles instead. Right. For our entertainment. Well, that was fast. Let's see if that will intercept us. And if it does, it's gonna die. It's their last ship. Probably not gonna intercept us. So we have 3 buildings left. Let's just destroy it. And that's the final UFO. That's the final UFO. Alright. Mission briefing. The organic factory provides a construction center for alien UFOs. In their initial stage of development, the UFOs resemble small mushroom-like objects. These objects increase in size until they reach the colossal sizes of the UFOs we have encountered. When fully grown, the UFOs detach themselves from their stem and become fully functional alien attack vessels. All embryonic UFOs must be destroyed. So one of the things that I kind of find interesting with the XCOM Apocalypse is how it subverts the usual UFO alien mythos. So usually UFOs are tech based. So yeah, for XCOM Apocalypse, we've got our not quite tech aliens, and their UFOs aren't are biological. Right. Let's take this slow. We got lots of. Don't really need to be too aggressive here. They're already there. Four is already there. Right. I think we can destroy these before they become a problem. My only concern is it might destroy the ground and we might not be able to cross, but then again, this is the end, so I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Alright, there's one. Can have her do it. Do the honors. Right, one's going to provide backup for these. Essentially, we split into two groups. No. Fall back. Okay, that at least that destroyed the wall, so we can push. Should be able to push up there. Question is, do we want to? I think this area is what we want to control. Right, there's still one more block there. Ooh, hostiles. Rip. And he's out of ammo. Alright, let's just drop it first. So, okay, we've got that. How are we going to push here? I think we can just I mean, it does seem that these guys have this on lockdown. In case someone shows up there, they're gonna die. Already destroyed that. So I think we can now push forward. Well, there are Cymorphs. I think we have some rockets here. All right. I will just throw a rocket. It's nothing. I don't think I want to push here because there seems to be a psionic enemy. So okay. Right, I think we'll just go up here for that first squad. This 5th squad's going to push. That looks like an exit though. Yeah. We have a side guy, so we don't need to worry. Alright, do your thing. Fly up there. See where the enemies are. And we can see the reinforcement pad. Only problem is, can they throw that far? Ooh, those are 2 entropy rods. And that's an anti-alien gas. That should kill pretty much everyone in the area. Alright. So saw it. And it's only 4. The only problem is Cymorphs are pretty tanky. I don't think that's gonna kill them. It's gonna damage them heavily though. Let's just lay the objective. Let's just blow up that reinforcement pad. And go there for backup. It's not fully destroyed. Alright, we'll see if that's not fully destroyed. Alright, it's just falling, so it is destroyed. I have no idea where they are running, but their pathfinding is kinda messed up. Oh. Alright, we're gonna have to wrangle that pathfinding. Pushing here is kind of iffy. There is cover, so I don't think we need to worry that much. Okay, we need to worry because there's no steps. The only steps is there. So I think it's better for us to station there. Oh, you unfortunate. Alright, that was unfortunate for them. Now we need backup. Yeah, you hear someone dying also there. Need someone to throw grenades at that location, but we don't have any grenades there. There's no steps, right? I think I can just drop this for now or stock up for rockets. Don't have rockets. Don't have rockets. And I think we'll just drop this. Give him the gun. I'm gonna out of rockets. That guy doesn't have rockets. Nope, nope, nope. Let's quit the rocket. Let's see if they can throw the grenade. Perfect. I think they can just push forward now. And there's some steps here. I think we have grenades. This side has grenades. Another there's 4 reinforcement pads. Jared can return, grab another vortex mine from his pal, throw one there. He should be good. Add vortex mine. Have a vortex mine? Yes, we have a vortex mine. That's... I have a second vortex mine. There should be one more there. There is a kill zone. Alright, we didn't blow that one up. Alright, I don't think we can push there. So it's gonna be our backup. Still got that one. Still got these ones. I have to pull back a bit. And it's just annoying that their cloaking is stronger than our cloaking. I think we can push to the flank. I think the Cymorphs are done. I don't think they're gonna be a problem. So we can push a bit there. Gamer cell drive has ran out of ammo. There's still spitters at this point. Should still be one who has Vortex Mine. Right. Don't have alien gas. I would love to throw an alien gas here, grenade here, just to cover my tracks. Okay, so now we need to blow these up. We don't have... I don't think we have enough explosives to do that. So instead, we are going to climb up. Let's see if the pathfinding works. No, the pathfinding doesn't work again. I think they have something there that messes up the pathfinding. Tom Dunch. Just follow them where they go. I think there is another reinforcement pad up there. There might be. Come on. Start blasting. I mean, if it doesn't work, we'll just have to wait for people with explosives. Alright. I probably won't be able to wait. That's a chain reaction. Let's see if there's some vortex mines there. If you can have some vortex mines, you can pick up. Oh, there doesn't seem to be any reinforcement pads. Now let's push. Let's see if there's some reinforcement pads there. Good. Let's just see if there's something here you can pick up. But there's 4 vortex mines there. Oh. Hello. What are you? It doesn't look like there's any more reinforcements. Looks like we got another research. Now let's just grab this one. There. Let's have a delay. Seven seconds. May have missed something? Underground? Let's see. Maybe there's something here. Oh, maybe there's something here. I'm getting static. Probably fire. No, there's nothing here. There might be something there. Oh, there's something here. Alright, building has been disabled. And that's the first building down. And now we don't need to fire our weapons in anger anymore. Because there's no more alien UFO, we just destroyed their UFO factory. Alien building. Second to the last alien building. Mini launcher. Alright, the mini launcher isn't that bad. The only problem is the range just isn't that big. So yeah, it's kind of problematic. Alright. Our eggheads finally have something to work on. An alien teleportation device. Okay. More vortex mines for everyone. Vortex mines. Rockets. Mini rockets. Vortex mine. Jared dropped his rocket. Doesn't fit. Then yeah. Astra got hit. Galena Kira got damaged there? Probably because of falling debris? I'm guessing it's the falling debris. That's the only explanation. Right, Sada as a backup. Very sharp. I need that. And alien grenades. They should carry some backup rockets. Right, that's storm dodge. Now Marcel has backup weapon. Yeah, there's the chance for remake. I think I mentioned it in a previous stream that with what's happening with Firaxis right now, I don't think we're gonna see one soon. Unfortunately. So we'll just wait for Galena, Kira. I don't think I need to do that. Wait for Galena, Kira to heal up. And we finish our research on the alien building, and we can go back once more to the breach. And this stream might end quickly because we just need 2 more buildings. Yes, Megapod Chamber. Unless it is complex organic growth in which each building type functions as a highly specialized organ. The Megapod Chamber is the reproduction organ of this alien city, which nurtures numerous egg-shaped structures. These megapods are giant seeds which grow to a large size before being transported to a new location. The seeds then grow and develop into other alien buildings. Megapod Chamber is extremely well defended, but once it's destroyed, we will be close to victory. Alright. I'm really thinking of buying an extra rocket launcher. Extra rocket launchers. Or even mini launchers. We'll just save. And we won't save once we assault the alien. Assault the alien dimension. Alright. 2 more buildings. Alright, megapods. The megapods are the means by which aliens create new structures. Small egg-like objects are eventually replanted and grow into massive organic structures. Our discoveries are shocking. This building is practically overflowing with pods. Our scientists fear that the aliens are planning a massive expansion, and who knows how we could stop them then. All megapods must be destroyed, thus preventing aliens from building new structures. Alright, for the pink gas, if I chose to not research the anti-alien gas, this series would have ended 1 episode earlier. That's how much effort is required to get them. So last episode I spent around 15 to 30 minutes capturing the alien queen, the queen spawn. And in previous episodes it took me 15 or so minutes to properly capture each of the popper, the mega spawn, and the cymorph and the micronoid aggregates. So that's around 2 to 3 extra hours of gameplay for the alien guest, but it's fun once you get it, especially in the final mission. But we still have 1 more mission before that. Might just climb. Climbing might be a good idea. Get some get to higher ground. So we probably weren't able to capture a pauper alive. So there's a couple of things. If you were able to capture the queen, the next hardest would be pauper early game because you need the right you need the spam stun grenades. Another thing would be mega spawn is actually easy because if you just throw a couple of grenades, you should be able to deal damage with cannon, devastator cannon, because the toxins are just kill them too fast. Cymorph and the micronoid aggregate, you need, like this one, I've got a dedicated android team that would just run up to them and attack them with stun grapples. But yeah, most likely you weren't able to get Popper alive if you missed that one. And or you weren't able to stun grapple micronoid aggregates and the Cymorph. Maybe the Cymorph or micronoid aggregate, I'm not sure. Or maybe again, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in an earlier stream, but this is a somewhat buggy game. So in some previous streams, we got a bunch of mega spawn. Oh, this would be a nice time for a rocket launcher. We got a couple of mega spawns that were stuck. Well, that saved us the effort. Well, guess we didn't need to we didn't need to blow them up. And we still need to blow this part up. Probably just need to throw a grenade just to be sure. Right, there'll be Overwatch. Okay. And this was the same with the other second to the last mission, so they probably copy pasted this part from one of the earlier buildings. It looks familiar. Did they drop something? No, they all exploded. And there's something there. Let's blast our way through. Ooh, oof, 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 oof. Who saw it? Well, we got a rocket. It's actually good that we got the rocket. I might just throw an anti-alien gas there just to kill the second one. More. They're getting damaged. Some stun. Hopefully that Megapod already died. Mega Spawn already died. Let's see. Entropy. There's something here. Alright, let's just push, see what we can get. Got 2 squads. If there's just 1 squad, it might not be enough. You might be overwhelmed, but since there's 2 squads. Same thing here. We got 2 squads here. The android squad and this one. Don't need to worry that much. I think these should shoot, but they weren't just able to implement the defense. Alright, let's blow this one up. Dimension missile. There's psionics. And they're just gonna push up. Cymorphs. They should have line of sight before they can attack. Weird that they can attack without line of sight. Time to push. They're streaming out there. Alright, time to retreat. Unless there's a PTS there? There's a PTS, we can still stay in the fight. No, just personal teleporters. Did you carry a PDS? Yes, you carried a PDS. Thank you. I don't have a grenade. Could throw an anti-alien grenade here. There's the exit there. Only concern is there's a lot of explosives around. Alright. I'm gonna throw a grenade there. Time for rockets. Unless... Oh, ran out of rockets. Hey. That's pretty much it. Just need to clear this out. Can't psionic attack that. That's got one of the highest side defenses in this place. Looks like they're here. Yep, they're there. Very sharp dropped her weapon. Yep. Right, where are you shooting from? And that's that. That's Cymorph done. See if you can find that panicking. There's still something there. Huh. Alright, I think we can just loop our way around, clearing that place. Can't climb. Okay. Let's just check if there's some vortex mines there. If there's some vortex mines, you can pick them up. See if there's this guy has vortex mines. Yes. And even boomeroid. Alright, let's just throw the boomeroid for collateral damage. Let's just push. No, I do expect at least a mega spawn to ambush us. Let's just preempt. Let's throw a grenade. Okay, that didn't destroy much. pull back. And it didn't destroy the it didn't destroy the reinforcement pad. Okay, that was disappointing. Started blasting. All right. Might as well throw a grenade there. Just zone them out. Wait. So everything. We'll be here in a bit. We'll be here for a while, unless we're going to send Gerard again to get some. Oh, just the major ones. Okay, that makes sense. And the final mission. So, yeah. Just 1.5 hours. I mean, I'd let the personal teleporter finish first. No, we don't need them anymore. We got 2 mega spawns. Okay. That mega spawn retreated. We killed one, then when that other guy retreated. Alright, let's get some rocket launchers for the final mission. It's just gonna be temporary. Then once they get the rocket launch, once they fire the rockets, we are going to be switching to normal. Okay. Thinking of giving Anatoly flying armor. But nah, I think that's fine. We should be fine. Tom Dodge used a lot of bullets. Don't need to be stingy with the grenades. So we'll just wait until the personal teleporter research is finished, then we push on. No need for stuns. We have no need for stuns. This one's gonna be the on a rocket guy. Okay, Marcel has. And France. Galena will be a rocket. And we'll have to wait for Rudy will also be a rocket. Jared, of course, is rocket. We'll just wait for our deliveries. Unless there's normal, they don't have the strength to carry a. Just for fun, we'll just for fun we'll just use them as Psy guys for the final mission. Who else should I give rocket launcher? Right, France is fine. Not enough mini launchers. So they're gonna shoot their rockets, then they're gonna drop it. I mean, see if they have any pals around that can give them rockets. Okay. Oh. Oh. Final alien building. Dimension gate generator. Our final mission awaits our forces. This building sustains the 3-dimension gates which create the direct connection with our dimension. Soon after the building is destroyed, the dimension gates will fade away and the link between the alien world will be broken forever. Aliens will be vanquished and victory will be ours. Just wait for this to finish, then we are going to... Personal teleporter. This extraordinary device uses interdimensional capability to transport the user over short distances via dimensional flux. Their energy level depletes according to the distance jump, but it recovers over time. But we won't be using it. I don't think it's worth using it in the final mission. Alright, it's time. Time for the final mission. So we got our rockets. Gonna fire our rockets. Then hopefully we have enough explosives to blow up what we need to blow up. And we got our size. For swag, I can just send the biotrans on its own. Okay, so that's the last building. Alright. The destruction of the dimension gates is our ultimate goal. From evidence collected at previous alien buildings, we have managed to composite this picture of our objectives. The alien generators must be destroyed, simultaneously disabling the protective laser web. Destroy all of the generators to disable the building. Upon disabling the building, it is imperative that all agents evacuate as a matter of urgency. Our forces must return to the Earth dimension before the final dimension gate closes forever. Victory is in our sights. Good luck. Rocket, rocket, rocket. So we need to destroy all of that. Start throwing. Start throwing. So we're gonna be pushing. We're gonna be flanking. Throw grenades. Flanking. I think. Just push. It just stays there for a while. That might be a problem. Need to save their ammo. Yeah, these are infinitely respawning. We can't destroy them, unfortunately. But what we can do is throw a grenade. Same thing here. And we can have someone just keep throwing grenades. That. There's smoke there. That's destroyed. I think we can push a bit here. I could grab the dimension missile and start blasting. It's also an option. Alright, think we can fire a rocket now? And let's throw grenades. Need to destroy this. I think we're done with... Huh? Maybe? Oh, there's no center. There's just the sides. Okay. Alright, time to throw another grenade. Gonna have to leave one squad just watching. I don't think this squad is good. Yeah, this squad should be the one. This squad should push. Right. I don't think they can see us, but we are going to need to pull back. Don't have the firepower. Nope, we don't have the firepower for that. Just run away. Yeah, there's a firepower. Sata Sato has friends. They don't have missiles. Yeah, they don't have missiles. That guy just tanked it. Okay, that's gonna be another problem with the bottom side because I'm guessing they're gonna have the same problem. Come on, Sata Sato. Ooh, that is a lot. Fall back. Ooh, Tom Dodge is going to need to drop some items. Oh, okay. Tom Dodge is out and is going to. Exit. Right. Where the hell are the enemy? Slowly push. All right. Oh, too bad. It seems that it's not really an attack, more like a panic shot than an attack, and then a proper attack. Just to be safe. Looks like this is the spawn for the Cymorphs. Okay, we've destroyed the lasers. There's still some more up there. So I think for Gabriel, it's better if he got the dimension. Let's push. And let's just check if we missed something. Seems like they're fine. Grab the dimension missile. A couple of dimension missiles. I could use a personal teleporter just for shits and giggles. Alright. So that's a personal teleporter. Psionic control, Sata Sato. No, you're not. No, you're not. Alright, where's the last? Wait. It's disabled. Did we miss the building is disabled? Building is disabled. Okay. We could have just abandoned it, but sure, let's just go kill some aliens. Alright, everyone's weapons free. Oh, got grenades. Right. We should probably abandon this right now. The building has been disabled anyway, so. Right, let's just get out of here. Yep, let's just get out of here. And let's just watch the ending. Who's the last guy? Sato? Now let's watch the final credits. Aliens have been defeated. When all dimension gates closed and their homeworld destroyed, aliens cannot get through to our dimension. We are victorious. Final score 71,359.
My God, we did it! Get yourself back in here now! Run! Run, you fool! We've lost him! Get us out of here! We're running out of time!
Shockwave impact in 8 seconds. 5 seconds to shockwave impact.
Background radiation 400
Impact
rising.
in 2 seconds. We're not gonna make it.
Give me an update on Sector 2.
Camera 5 is still out, sir. I can give you 4.
Do it. That's good. The fires are under control. Wait a minute. That dimension gate is active. Zoom in.
Emergency. XCOM alert. Sector 2 alien incursion in progress. Scramble all available units.
What the hell?
It's one of ours.
Confirm status.
Radiation signature confirms origin, but it's off scale.
My God.
Sensors indicate severe damage. Engines, shields,
Get a
communication.
rescue squad.
Okay.
Those crazy bastards. They must have made it. Or is this some kind of trap?
There's a message. Sir, message reads, we kicked their ass.
Yes!
And that's XCOM Apocalypse. So yeah, pretty much just 8 episodes, around 30 hours. If you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, probably give or take another 5 hours. If you don't know what you're doing, probably like the chatter in Twitch was asking how I got that alien gas. Yeah. We spent a couple of episodes just to capture those final aliens. And let's just view Mega Primus rather than just stare at the title screen. Alright, so guess final thoughts. It's probably, I wouldn't say it's my favorite. XCOM 1 really didn't, personally, just didn't age well. The reasons why I didn't use turn-based is that the turn-based, the XCOM style, which is kind of a misnomer because for me, XCOM style is a hybrid strategy and tactics game. If you just focus on the tactics, that's not an XCOM game. That's just a tactical game, or a tactical RPG, or a Japanese SRPG without the Chi escape, without this whole thing. It's not an XCOM. Anyway, back to the problem with turn-based. Turn-based works well with fewer units, because you have full control of how you control your units. Once you get to over a dozen units, which we have 3 squads of 6, that's 18 units. If you're going to micromanage every one of them, and you can't give general commands and just say watch this area and shoot, if you're going to have to order all of them at the same time, it's just not as scalable. It's probably the reason why the Firaxis games, they just stuck to a few units. which is kind of weird if you're coming from the older XCOM games, but it makes perfect sense when you consider how um, tedious turn-based gets when you get to way too many units. And another thing that Firaxis did was they simplified the turn unit system, the TU time unit system, and yeah, if you're going to have one time unit per block, that's a bit annoying. I mean, the Firaxis does that sort of, but it's less um less specific, less granular. So you focus on the positioning and the gameplay rather than uh the minute details. But then again, I used the real time mode, so I didn't have to worry about that. And overall, on the plus side, the concepts, as I mentioned, with the UFO being biological and the alien threat being parasites, is interesting. The whole Mega Primus thing, the faction thing that they weren't able to explore fully. There's a lot of interesting things here, but it was just hampered by probably I really didn't look into the history of the game or how it was built, if it was rushed or there were problems. But it seems to me they were planning something bigger, but it just didn't work out as they planned. So if you've got the next XCOM game, I hope they have this level of ambition and they pull it off. Again, the closest we have right now is Terra Invicta. Terra Invicta has its own problems, and it's an XCOM game, but without the stereotypical XCOM tactical combat. I consider it more of an XCOM game than most of what people call XCOM likes, even without tactical combat. Because again, I feel that the main selling point of XCOM is not the tactical combat, but how it melds the tactical combat with the strategic, the whole research, the whole hiring, the whole inventory management, and yeah. So overall, it's one of my. I wouldn't. If it's in my top 10, I don't think it's in my top 10. Probably top 25 games of all time. Again, it's just hampered by the bugs and it's just not as complete as it should be. But it is still an enjoyable game and it's very cheap. I think it's $3 right now on Steam and GOG. I think one last thing that I'm just gonna point out is how hard it is to get the right encoding settings for streaming. Because this is late 90s, which is we were transitioning from the VGA, the normal VGA, which is pixel very close to 16-bit graphics, which on that side, if you're going to do that, you could use some shaders to make it look more CRT-ish. Then by the turn of the millennium, we've got our early 3D games, which is actually lower fidelity compared to the games in the 90s. If you compare the early PS1 games, which are 3D, compare that with the PS1 games, which are sprite based, there's the 3D games didn't really age as well. So in terms of encoding, the problem with encoding here is that there is a lot of dithering happening. That's how because they were used to lower resolution and um, lower color depth, that they are using lots of dithering techniques. And the problem with that type of pixel art is that it doesn't really work well with compression, with video compression. So if you're familiar with how confetti or those things really destroy the bitrate, that's the problem with this style. So for the first few episodes, I had to play around with encoding settings. So my original encoding settings was NVENC H.264. It just didn't work. So 6,000 kilobits per second just didn't work. Compare it to just go back to the YouTube VODs. So to fix that, I had to change things up. I had to change my primary what do you call this? Primary streaming platform from Twitch, which only accepts 6,000 kbps H.264. Switch it to YouTube, which accepts H.265 or HEVC. So I used H.265 and upped my bitrate to 12,000 12 megabits per second, 12,000 kilobits, so 12 megabits per second, and that fixed everything. Not really, not totally fixed. So the main thing is, again, the pixel art and dithering not really works well with H.264, especially the NVENC. It just doesn't work. It takes some time for the pixels to catch up. There's some blurring going on, then it sharpens. HEVC works most of the time now. So yeah, if you want to just check out the early episodes, especially when we're fighting UFOs, you're going to see the ground. If I pan, the ground just blurs out, then sharpens a bit. Now I think it's fixed. I can't check it. I have a preview, but it's it's a smaller view, so I can't really see if it's pixelated. So long story short, all that rant. If you're going to play, if you're going to stream late 90s VGA games with heavy this, they still use dithering, and I think I can show. So this shadow works, but with say this shading uses checkerboard rather than proper alpha channel. It's just, long story short, just use the best modern compressor that you can find. If the platform supports AV1, use AV1. Use the maximum bitrate. Worst case, I am actually recording this not using NVIDIA encoder. I'm recording this using my CPU, using X264, just to maintain the quality. I think I haven't really compared it that much yet, but as far as I think X264 software CPU is still better than so I'm using a 3070. The NVENC chip is still not as good when using H.265. AV1 should be around the same quality, but again, 3070 doesn't allow AV1. So again, to summarize my summary, if you're gonna play late 90s DOS games, Windows 95 games, which feature heavy dithering, crank up your your crank up your encoding settings. Otherwise, you're gonna get a blurry mess uh, in high movement situations. Anyway, that's that for XCOM Apocalypse. Go watch the old VODs on YouTube. I might do a summary, a highlights video. I'm not sure. If I do a highlights video, the whole blurriness thing would be very obvious. But maybe I might make a guide, quick guide, if you want to play the only XCOM 3 available in the foreseeable future, because as I mentioned, Firaxis is not really in a good position. I'm not saying they're gonna be part of this whole video game crashing and burning thing, but given what's happened to Civilization 7, even if they have XCOM 3 in the pipeline, I don't think people will be optimistic about it. I'm not going to be optimistic about it because XCOM 2 is well regarded. I don't think they can beat it. And if they're going to go this route, okay, so XCOM 1 is normal. XCOM 1 Microprose UFO Defense is normal X Files, Grays, Aliens. XCOM Terror from the Deep, XCOM 2 is all about Lovecraftian cosmic horror. Not really cosmic horror, it's just Lovecraftian type aliens. Then XCOM 3, we got parasites and alternate dimensions. Then once we got to Firaxis XCOM, we went back to normal alien invasion. XCOM 2 Firaxis is all about the bad end scenario. What if we lost XCOM? So given those scenarios, I'm just wondering how they're going to pull off an XCOM 3. Are they going to go with parasites like this, that they're going to copy Apocalypse and go with parasites and Mega City, and I think they tried it with Chimera Squad, but I don't know. So long story short, if you want to play XCOM 3, just shell out for a couple of bucks and replace the DOS box with DOS box staging. It's easy enough. Just copy paste it in the folder. It should work. That's what I did, and edit the DOS box config to use modern settings. Anyway, yeah, that's it for XCOM. Overall, I enjoy it. Not my top 10 game. Not within my top 10 games of all time, but probably within my top 25. And it's a short game, short and fun game. Shows you an alternative to turn-based for to deal with the problem, using real time to deal with the problems with turn-based scalability, but it's hampered by not fully exploring what the setting is. So the factions, they weren't able to fully explore it. The ground combat, if you just blow up the ground, all ground vehicles are gonna die. And even the aliens, they weren't able to fully explore the whole thing. But yeah, that's XCOM Apocalypse. And channel update, I still haven't decided whether I'm going to monetize the channel, but we've got 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for subscribing if you're a new subscriber. I am going to take a break. I'm not going to stream next week. I am going to stream next week. I'm not sure what I'm going to stream. Either it's gonna be something like Against the Storm, or maybe a demo. I'm thinking Heroes for Hire demo, but something along those lines. Next video, I cannot give an estimate, but it's in progress. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and um, see you in the next video. And we're at DOS. Just watch the VODs if you want. It's on YouTube.